Biology, Part 4. The strength of covalent bonds varies depending upon the atoms which are involved. In general, small atoms from stronger bonds, as indicated in table, those involving carbon, are especially strong. The significance of these high bond energies is that carbon forms extremely stable compounds. In particular, the high bond energies for carbon bonds mean that the carbon atoms can form stable chain and ring structures. Sometimes the chains and rings may contain other atoms such as nitrogen and oxygen. The strength of CN and CO bonds is sufficient to ensure the stability of molecules produced. It is no coincidence together hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen and carbon form more than 95% of the mass of living material. These elements are the four smallest atoms in the periodic table, which can form the covalent bonds, but between the atoms of same element, as in CC, carbon and carbon, or between atoms of different elements such as C and H, carbon and hydrogen. Hydrogen can form only one covalent bond. Oxygen forms two nitrogen there, carbon four such bonds. The organic compounds in cells are a mixture of numerous small molecules and very large molecules called macromolecules. There are four classes of important macromolecules as shown. Each of these classes is described separately in its way and aids. Well, that's why it has been doing. There are just four classes of important macromolecules. Each of these classes is described separately. Well, the nucleic acids, steroids, and pigment groups are related to and can conveniently be considered along with lipids. Many of the smaller molecules present in cells, such as glucose and amino acids, are the subunits of macromolecules. On the other hand, some small molecules are important in their own right. Adenosine triphosphate, which is a store of chemical energy which can be directly supplied when needed for the cell's activities. Other small molecules can act as carriers, transferring electrons, ions, or small molecules from one place to another in the cell. Yet others are enzymes, cofactors, which bind the enzymes to thereby ensure that they will function correctly. This section is explained. The plants are able to make their own cofactors from simple raw material, but animals often need to obtain these vitamins in their diets. Inorganic substances. The simplest substances in cells are various inorganic substances. They are the inorganic ions, which are obtained from the environment. Ions which carry positive charge in realistical cations. Those requiring living are called cations. Those required by living organisms, including calcium Ca2, potassium K, sodium Na, and magnesium Mg2 scale, and iron Fe. The trace elements copper, manganese,